Hello everyone, it's your boy Jeb, like the one and only, who has another exciting video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the new Dragon Ball Super movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly. So Dragon Ball Super Broly is a film that's going to be coming out later this year in Japan in December, and in North America and I believe Latin America next year in January. The main thing I want to talk about in this video in particular is Broly versus Kale. So, I thought Kale was going to be Broly's canon representation in Dragon Ball Super. I like Kale's backstory in the manga, her relationship with Caulifla, and her unique canon transformation. I found it impressive that she could walk through a Super Saiyan Blue Kamehameha wave like it was nothing, even if Goku was suppressed during the Tournament of Power, or TOP as I like to call it for short. I was really surprised when I heard that Broly was going to be incorporated into the canon. I feel like his introduction into Dragon Ball Super is somewhat cheapened by Kale being introduced prior. One thing that I think would be cool in the new film would be for Kale and Broly to meet and face off against each other. Maybe Frieza finds a way to take control of Broly from Paragus and sends Broly out to destroy the other Saiyans. Maybe Kale, Caulifla, and Kaba are in Universe 7 for the Super Saiyan God ceremony after having trained with Goku, Vegeta, and Whis after the events of Dragon Ball Super. Caulifla is about to receive the Super Saiyan God power from the ceremony. Kale isn't in the hand-holding circle, as she isn't needed due to the ceremony requiring a specific number of Saiyans. However, the ceremony gets interrupted by Broly, who attacks Caulifla, knocking her out of the ceremony circle. Broly instead is transformed by the ceremony in Caulifla's place, giving him a new form of, God legendary Super Saiyan form, kind of similar to what we saw in the Dragon Ball interactive Japanese 4D movie ride thing that they had. So that allows Broly to be of the same form that Kale has, but with an extra God boost, so that he's a threat to the other Saiyans as well. I feel like that'd be a nice way to give Broly the pickup he needs, like the extra power boost. And also, it'll show how his legendary Super Saiyan form with that power boost compares to Kale by having them face off against each other as the first real fight that we get to see between Broly and the other characters. So I feel like that would be a really cool way to introduce it and to set up the fight. I think that would be very cool. Plus, the way that the Super Saiyan God ceremony works is that after you funnel all your power into one Saiyan in particular, then you have to wait a little bit before you get your power back. A lot of your power is more or less used up after you funneled it into one Saiyan in particular. So the other Saiyans would be depleted and drained because they would have given their power inadvertently and unintentionally to Broly. And then now Kale, who wasn't in the circle, who doesn't feel drained, is really the only one who can stand up against Broly. That and Caulifla, because Caulifla didn't send any energy. So that means that Caulifla was just going to receive the power so she wouldn't be drained. So you get to see Kale and Caulifla essentially try and go against Broly together. I think that would be really cool. Most definitely. Yeah, I actually do really vibe with that. Or you can make it where when Broly knocks Caulifla out of the circle, you can make it where Caulifla gets knocked out. I honestly don't feel like she needs to be in that fight. I want the fight to be you see Broly for the first time, it's a big surprise, Broly gets that huge power-up boost, and you get to see how that boost compares against what a legendary Super Saiyan was prior in Super before Broly showed up. Now you get to see the legendary Super Saiyan with the God boost versus one that doesn't, but one who's trained with Goku, Whis, and Beerus. So it's a different Kale from what we saw before, and it's definitely a different Broly than we'd ever seen prior. So I feel like that would be a really cool setup. Kale, of course, would be upset after seeing Caulifla get knocked like a little bitch by Broly. So you would get to see Kale go all out against Broly, and you get to see a mind-controlled Broly go all out against Kale. I feel like that would just be a really solid fight. It would be interesting if that was just the main fight against Broly, and Kale more or less had to try and hold Broly off on her own while the other Saiyans tried to recuperate their energy. I think that'd be dope. But yeah, I think this scenario would be an epic battle between two legendary Super Saiyans. But what do you all think? How do you feel about Broly being introduced after Kale? Do you feel like that cheapens Broly's involvement in Dragon Ball Super at all? Do you think that this little made up fan scenario, of course, all that stuff that I just described is just a fan scenario, it's not like an official thing. What did you all think about that? Do you think it would be really cool? Would you be interested in seeing something like that happen in the movie? What do you all want to see happen in the movie? Make sure that you voice your opinion in that comment section down below. I try and read all the comments and try and reply and respond to as many as I can. So definitely feel free to let your voice be heard. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we do these videos. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jeb Life One Only, logging out. If you like to support us, make sure that you hit that Patreon link in the description. If you want to talk about more Dragon Ball, make sure to click on that amino link in the description so you'll be able to join in on one of our online community discussions. Thank you all once again, and have a wonderful day. Peace.